VIPERS reading stem, Inference. I is for inference. Here you'll be using inference by finding clues, and you may even have to use your own experiences to come up with the answers too. Inference. Inference. An inference is a conclusion that you draw about something by using information that you already have about it. Inference. Inference is to explain why and justify using evidence from the text. How do these words make the reader feel? What impression is the author giving? How can you tell this or that? What impression does the title, word, sentence, paragraph, section give? Are you using point, evidence, and explain? What would you have done? Inference, a conclusion that is reached based on evidence and reasoning. A lot of the time, the author will not directly tell you about the character, setting, or plot. Instead, they will use show and not tell. You need to use inference to work things out and understand the text. To do this, you look at the clues. Simran walked with hunched shoulders. She took slow, heavy steps. What is the author showing you and not telling you about Simran? Simran was tired, sad. She doesn't seem happy. From inference, we can gather information such as the seasons, settings, or other facts. We can work out the personality of the characters, feelings, possible thoughts and emotions, scared, nervous, unwell. Voices in the Park, written and illustrated by Anthony Brown, is a book where you need to use inference. Here we read about 4 different characters who all go to the park at the same time, but have different outlooks or perspectives of that time. Let's look at the first voice. Listen and look at the pictures carefully. First voice. It was time to take Victoria, our pedigree Labrador, and Charles, our son, for a walk. When we arrived at the park, I let Victoria off her lead. Immediately, some scruffy mongrel appeared and started bothering her. I shooed it off, but the horrible thing chased her all over the park. I ordered it to go away, but it took no notice of me whatsoever. Sit, I said to Charles. Here. I was just planning what we would have to eat that evening when I saw Charles had disappeared. Oh dear, where had he gone? You get some frightful types in the park these days. I called his name for what seemed like an age. Then I saw him talking to a very rough-looking child. Charles, come here at once, I said. And come here, please, Victoria. We walked home in silence. What impression do you get of the character? Let's look at the images first. Hysterical, loud, mad. What impression do you get of the character by using the text? I ordered it to go away, but it took no notice of me whatsoever. Sit, I said to Charles. Here. Charles, come here at once, I said. And come here, please, Victoria. We walked home in silence. Not kind to her son, Charles. She orders him about like a dog. The word sit here is evidence for that. She is strict with Charles and she prefers the dog. Come here. Please, Victoria. They walked home in silence. Hooray! Next time you read, form an opinion about the character, setting, or plot. Use the clues as evidence to make your point. Remember, the author wants you to figure things out using show and not tell.